All right, CNBC. So what's up, everyone? It's Monday, June 29th, 5:02. Uh, that was up. It was a pretty good day. I wish I could have just got in there, at the end of Friday, and just totally bought some calls on the SPX. But man, I was scared. I got murdered Friday, man. It's unbelievable. But I got a little comeback today because Facebook and Tesla's up. Those are basically the only things I'm playing. But I don't know if it was a great comeback by Facebook. But I just drew a quick trend line right here. Wait a minute. Hold on. What are we looking at here? If you can see, let's start from the beginning. You can see the area I was playing, right? Boom, hitting that support, that resistance, and then you figure it's gonna pop over. I'm long, man. I'm long, nice and long, and it just didn't work out, even after the little breakout, because everybody wants to boycott them. Because why? Because I think that they it's an excuse so they don't have to spend their advertising money. I really think that's what it is. I mean, it's just they're not really necessarily telling you exactly what they want. And then now you got the companies like, well, we're not down with the organization, but we're just not going to do it, and we're going to do it for a month, we're going to do it all year. I don't know. I think it's a hot mess, and if you got patience and time, this will work out. I mean, Facebook been through the Cambridge Analytica, and they've been on Capitol Hill, and the voting scandals, and the Russians, and so yeah. And then look, they are all times highs. Just what last week, so I think they'll come through. So I'm just looking at a quick chart, and I drew up just a quick simple trend line. Let me get rid of that. I'm looking for my comments. There we go. Just a quick simple trend line, and you can see we're not quite there yet. So this will be tomorrow, right? Let's get rid of this one right here. Yeah. No. Which one is that? Yeah. Oh, I got a bunch of things doing right there. Okay. So this will be tomorrow, right? So, it has to bounce up against here. And this is around a 224 and a half, or 225. So, if it hits here, it could kind of go back down. So let's see if it can break that simple trend line, and then I will be happy. Actually, I'm happy today, man. We was, when Coke went, joined the boycott over the weekend, I was like, oh boy. By the end of the week will be all the S&P 500 companies, and there's a lot of big companies now, but maybe, I still think it's just overdone, way overdone, So what was I going to talk about? Let's talk about Tesla. And this stock I'm sitting there watching Facebook, and then this stock is I'm like, what? And the good thing is, when this opened up, did I put a Tesla trade on? Yes, I did. Okay, this opened up down here, and I was like, was it like 950? And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna sell some puts on it. But I already, I already got a lot of puts. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to the earnings week, and buy a call spread right here. I did the 18th. Actually, is this the earnings week? It looks like it's next week with that volatility. Oh, it's on my other account. So, and I said I'm gonna buy the 960 to the 1,000. So it's a 40-point wide spread. I think I paid 19 for it, so I can make 21, right? No, 19. Yeah, 21. I could make 2,100 on it. So yeah, let's see what happens. It got there kind of quick. I didn't think it was going to do it today, and so a little disappointed when it does it that fast. I wish I would have bought like some options that expired this week, but I bought them way out, 25 days out. So whatever. So that's working for me. Beyond Meat, I want to pull that up. I have no position. Remember, I went bearish on it after it broke that, right? I went bearish, and today it was a bad day, man. Another bad day today, just like last week. The reason? Double downgrade. Yeah, man. I'm familiar with that because those double downgrades always be hitting my stocks, right? So I got out of this one though, before. And look, man, this looked just like Facebook. It was damn near identical. Let's just hope that Facebook doesn't follow this path. So you got these stocks just coming through in the channel, ready to break out. Nice higher low right here. Kind of, well, not really, but you thought it was going to happen right here. And then just gives it up. It's just done. Like, oh, I'm done. No. But I think that, reason why I put it in the title, I don't know if I'm all bearish on it. I'm just trying to look at, it's still got to break that right there. And this is pretty tough. Yet about that 125 area. So let's see what happens. It just might be establishing itself in a new channel. You can even look right here. When was this? Early in the year. Look at all them wicks, Well, forget it. That's sellers right there. Okay, I need to turn my head the other way. Anyway, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens right there. We don't well, this is the weekly. I was going to say we don't really have the volume yet, but today's only Monday. Last week was still, you would figure it would be some big volume like this. So let's see. Your stock is going to get clobbered on a double down rate. It just is, so you got to relax, and just kind of see what happens. See if it could make a, go sideways, make a quick base or something, kind of like Facebook did today. So I was actually proud of it. I thought we was going down at least 200, and it did. It went to 207, and it was straight up from there. So you could tell the buyers are there. You know what I mean? And they ran it up. I was really proud of this level right here because it was coming into the end of the day, and they could just totally sell it back off. It kind of held its own about 217.50. So I was like, okay, that's good. That's good. And closed on its high. So I like that. Let's see how it looks in the end of the week. I mean, remember, a lot of these companies are coming back after July. I think they just want to personally just take a pause in their own spending and want to blame it on Facebook. You said, do you think the market will keep? Actually, I do. Today was impressive. Today was pretty impressive. I'm almost looking. It's kind of a weak reverse head and shoulders. Here's one head, shoulder, head. Little shoulder. Not the symmetrical thing. Kind of looked like a little bit right here, and then just did the same thing. But we'll see. I think it can. But now it's all about it broke that trend line today. That's the 5 minute. Let me go out for an hour. Thought I was on the hourly. Yeah, kind of the same thing. Yeah, I like it. But, now it seems really focused on these news. Last week sucked. So, there was going to be some kind of rebound. If you look at it, we got to get above this high here because we're getting these higher lows. Lower. We're getting these lower highs and lower lows, and nothing's changed yet, right? So let's see if we can get above that one, right? And then that might be some kind of change. But we did break this kind of trend, so that's something. So let's see if we can get above that, because we still got, boom, lower lows, my lines are, and then lower highs. So that's a downtrend, right? So let's just see. But hey, what was that? Gosh, is it Micron? Micron after the bells rallying? I think it reported. Yeah, it's 49. It's up about what is that? About 5%. So let me see. Let me see what happened here. Oh, look! It tried to give it back. It's up 50. It's up $3. In the aftermarket. So it's about 7%, 7-8%. And so that's going to be bullish, right? For possibly tech, the SIMMs, the SMH, whole SMH squad. Look at that, man. This is so bullish. It's just hanging out here. It's not giving any of it back. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even think we had the last couple of weeks, or the last week has been bad. And pull up AMD. My stock in it was NVIDIA, which I got crushed. I just put a trade on Thursday for Friday. That's it. And I got crushed, man. Oh. Yes, last week absolutely sucked. here we are, right? The stock is way down, way up here, around 380. I sold the 275, the 375. I mean, in a day. So this thing opens up at the 380. You think it's gonna go high, and then it comes all the way down to 356. I had bought a long diagonal, so I was looking. It just needed to sell. I sold the 375 for like $4 or $5, so my break even was somewhere like 371. So, and it was closed at 380. I'm like, I'm good. Friday, I'll hold it. Look at all that support right there. Went right through it. And where did I get? I got out right here. Came when it bounced back up into that area. I got out. It was a 200-point loss, I think. And then you can see what happened. Now it's kind of made a little comeback like Facebook, but tomorrow should be higher. With the Micron news alone. See, it closed at 368. It's trading 371 in the after hours, right? That's 68. That's 1%. Anyway, so yeah, I think they're gonna help us push it through. You said if you have an AMD call, hoping, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. Micron done gave you the setup. As long as they don't say nothing. Well, you're already at. Actually, they ain't bouncing as much. It's only a what was that? 60, 70 cents? 70 cents? Okay. I think you'll still be all right. I mean, everybody wants to own AMD. That's looking weak right there. I don't like that. Look at that, how it's, be careful. I'm kind of looking at it. So I pulled up the SMH. I pulled up NVIDIA. I pulled up Micron. What's that Taiwan Semi? I always mess that one up. TWI, TWS. Anyway, I forget that one. I like that one too. Everything is up but this. So that makes me just go, why isn't this one up to 3%, And that's all it did? It only did 0.3% today? NVIDIA up 0.49. Let me see the SMH 1.02. And then, I mean, what is these Cypress? I used to know my semis but I type in a whole bunch of them. I don't know them like that anymore. So I did AMD. I know SMH, NVIDIA. I don't know. I don't know them all, but it seems a little weak. And just looking at the other charts, and then when I pulled up AMD, just makes me go, why is it, it just looks like it wants to roll over, So just be careful with that one. Would you look at RF and give me your opinion? I bought some shares. That's RF Industries. Regions. That was the bank that this bank used to this used to be the play when the banks was in action in the financial crisis, before the financial crisis. RF. Oh man, that and Zoin. I don't know. I haven't been looking at the banks. They the ones who's bringing us. What's going on with the after hours here? Nothing. Anyway, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Let's pull up a weekly. I don't know. I mean, it almost looks like it could. Well, it's a little steep. I was going to say it could be a bear flag. It's at the bottom of the range. Okay, I just drew a channel. I was worried about this, but it's a little steep. Being a bear flag. It seems like it's coming up a little steep, but it's at the bottom of the range, right? It's a good entry point. So get out if it breaks this channel. This is not the greatest line. Let's call it, well, I don't like that. I think I'm going to call that an outlier. I'm going to say that's right at the bottom. Well, I don't know. I guess I can connect those two. Maybe I connect it like that. Get out when it breaks. So I got 1 point. Let me get rid of this line. See, all right, I got 1 point, 2 points. So if it's coming down, I mean, get out if it breaks that line. That's what I would probably do. There's your support right here. So what is that, about $9.86, $10, So get out there. And look how it just actually crisscrosses. Yeah, so I think that area would actually be kind of powerful. So if it's in here, Be gone. Be done with it. But it's probably a good entry because it's trading at the bottom of the range. So I haven't been into the banks at all. This is probably one of the first ones I pulled up. Look at that monthly. Oh, yeah, this is the end of the month. Look at that candle that it just drew. That's terrible. You know, we only got, what, one more day? One more day. So this got to improve a lot by tomorrow. And that candle is ugly. I mean, it totally got rejected up here in that resistance. It came up and just, you know, so these are some heavy sellers up there. So if this does go up for whatever reason, when it reaches that area, get out. Get out before, because it looks like they're going to just slam it down. You know, all these people here are holding the bag. I don't know what happened, man. That's the XLS. What's the regional financials is the KRE. Yeah, that's the regional bank. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, look at this. A lot of selling in here. I mean, look at the volume. It's just, you know, these wicks. When I look at this wick, this candle, I got the monthly on. Then I'm looking at this candle. It just looks like indecision. They don't know what they want to do. You know, it's just. But, you know, from here, this March 23rd low, I guess, I didn't realize it was that far back. I guess it's trading high, but it's chop, man. This is chop city, but it's going up, you know. It's going higher. You're at the bottom, the low end, so it looks like, I mean, when this thing goes up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. When it goes up, you know, it depends on how long you want to hold it. If it's just a trade, get out. Just take your nickels or whatever it's going to give you. This was actually up $1.54. It was up nice today. And then get out, you know. It doesn't seem like it can make a run. I don't know what the hell it's doing. But, yeah, I don't look at the banks like that. Is it really? Because Boeing, didn't they get permission to fly their MAX? Oh, it's coming back. Actually, I like that. See, that's showing pressure, right? You had the base, you know, it's coming up, and then little hook, almost like a cup and handle, but not quite. So I like the way that looks. It's up 15% today. You know, I drove past my airport today in Louisville. It's crowded. I remember looking at it when the crisis started. I was like, damn, look at all them parking spots. No, it's pretty crowded. It's getting back to normal. These guys got they get to practice with the MAX, you know, kind of, they approved for MAX certification test flights. They said that will last 3 days. And I guess that's why it's up big, because after the 3 days, they're like, hey, man, everything's all good. You know, maybe these planes could start flying them again. Maybe they'll sell a few, you know, so I like this chart. I like the way that looks. You know, we was way up here. We had the big sell-off, and it's coming back. Only thing, though, it's up 14%. It's like, oh, man, do you want to get in on the tail end of that? Can we get a down day? But, you know, with this, you might not. It might be up 15%, then 15, and 4. Sometimes you just got to buy a little and hang on. But, you know, overall, it's still at the low end here. You can see where you got to get out. But I like it. Yeah, I like it. Here's your whole, actually, I should draw it a little better because I'm looking, yeah, right in there. So you got let's get rid of all of these drawings. Okay, look. Let's draw these little boxes. You know, I love the boxes. You got that, right? And then here's your other range right here. I might have drew that, right? So as long as it can stay in that upper range, see, that makes it look more clearly identifiable. You can see the different ranges, you know. So as long as you stay in this area and it looks like it could power higher, hopefully your next, you know, range, it can get up into this area, you know. So, right, just step on up. It's the poor man's Tesla. Space, what is it called? Galactical, Space Galactics, something like that. I thought the poor man Tesla is Nikola. We got to look at that today. I don't know, man. I think this stock lost its mojo. I think it had it. It looks just like a penny stock when it runs. It looks no different. I think it's done. It's just done. You know, it's not. It's just my opinion. I mean, it had its run. It was being talked about. Everybody knew about it. And now it's down. And it's just, you know, looks just like one of them penny stocks that go ballistic. Nikola. They supposed to be oh man, did they come out with numbers? Anyway, so Nikola is taking $5,000 deposits for their pickup trucks, right? renders made due to Tesla Cybertruck. Anyway, so they're supposed to be coming out with these numbers maybe tomorrow. You know, see how many people's interested. I mean, you got to give them $5,000. So you know, whoever does that's going to be pretty interested in wanting one. So we'll see what happens. For a reason, I thought that's why Tesla was up today. I thought it was something to do with Nikola, but from what I heard with Tesla, because remember I was watching Facebook all day and this thing was ripping. I was like, what? I put the trade on too, but I had no idea because I put it on 25 days. Supposedly some email leak that says Tesla could break even in Q2, you know, despite coronavirus. So, you know, that's pretty huge. You know, I'm thinking break even for the year. Does that mean the next 2 quarters will be, it's all profits right there? You know, I don't know. I don't know what the email says. So Tesla traded, when that happened, you can see that right here, it was trading at 980 and just boom, went up to 1010 like that. So look at close on its high. That's real bullish. Look at the volume coming in. It was just a good day for Tesla. And y'all know I'm in Tesla. I am in Tesla. I mean, I'm liking this a lot higher. Every time it gets to the top of the range, something brings it down. It's like the mark, it's always timing all this and then everything comes back down. But for the most part, this has been in the trading range from 960. I don't even got to look at the chart. From about 960 to, you know, about 1015. It reached up there before, but about 1015. So trying to draw. Yeah, I'm looking at this. This is a daily. Let me draw it right there. So when I saw it at 950 today, that's when I was like, you know what? I want to put the trade on for it to go back to 1,000. And sure enough, it did. I just wish I would have sold shorter dated calls so I could have got most of that premium. But see, it's going sideways. If you pull up the weekly, I mean, it looks so steep, but I think it's just basing, you know, and maybe it's going to take this date right here, the earnings, to actually, it could go both ways, but we know this is a catalyst. To which way? I don't know. But if that email has something to do with this date, that's possibly, it'll be to the upside, and it'll be huge. Whatever way it goes, it's going to be huge. You could see which the expectations, and was that 722? Aftermarket, right here. Thinkorswim puts the range 195 points, right? So in 3 weeks, this thing is expected, and it's including earnings, to move up or down, 195 points, right? So that's huge. So this thing could be trading at 1,200 in 3 weeks, or maybe back down to 800. You know, so yeah, man, Tesla's scary. Hey, I've been making money. Look, I make money in Tesla when it does this. See, there's nothing really. It's just that was a little crazy, but it's been when it starts to steady out because the premiums are so big in Tesla, and if it's gonna steady out like that, oh, you can bring in the money, especially if you're selling puts. Or you could sell calls, but I'm always afraid to. So I like it. We had a little something right there. Yeah, that's the day that burned me. This day broke out, and then Elon said, stock price is too high. So we went, I ain't never gonna forget this day, man. Or, you know, it's almost like Friday was a bad one too, but this day, oh man. So it was high 869, and then the next day it went down to 683. 200 points in a day. And I'm talking 200 in 3 weeks. 200 points in a day. And it was actually good news. It popped up for good news, right? The estimated earnings was, I think this is the reason why it was up. It was negative $1.57, and it actually reported $1.24 profit. So boom, exploded out the gate and just sold off. And then he's, the stock price too high. Then boom, you know, it's just crazy. I wasn't even home to trade it. I was away. I didn't even know what was going on. All I know is I was like, But other than that, right, you take that out, and yeah, I like it. I can make money off of that. So who am I talking to? Cold Life 764. It's hard for me to read your color that I got. It's purple on top of blue. I'm like, what? And I can't see anyway. So, yeah, Tesla's my favorite. Actually, I like the action today. It was strong. So I think you definitely have some what the hell did I just do? I think you definitely have some follow through with Tesla. So keep that in mind. I mean, look at that. It's making hot. Look at this. What am I doing? You know, look at that. A slightly higher, a higher low, a higher, what am I saying? A higher low, right? Right there. And you got some volume coming in. I think it could finally, I don't know. I mean, you see there's a lot of resistance here. You know, we're right at it. Can this be the time that it finally breaks through? And then we'll have to contend with the 1027 like as a double top. But I don't know. I think if we can bust through this and we going towards earnings, you know, and he put out the tweet or if they email, hey, man, we're going to be even for the year or whatever. I think that's going to be momentum into the earnings, you know. So as long as the stock market behaves, don't go down 700 points. You know, even when it does that, you know, nothing can hang on, you know, nothing. So anyway, so that's what's up. I did make money today and bring it up. I made pretty good money, 4 figures. So I'm just going to try not to focus on that and try to get this money back, man, because Friday was ugly. Friday, Thursday and Friday, actually. It was like a continuation day for me. It's just terrible. Anyway, but yeah, look at that, man. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks real good. Okay, so it's coming. All right. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Stochastic is turning positive, crossing over right there too. All right, so that's what's up, man. Facebook, Tesla, the 2 stocks that I was in. I'm in Nikola, but you know I can't get out because the spreads suck. What's that other stock that I was in? I can't read. Oh, one more thing. Carrier. I put a trade on with that because the news is Carrier Global, I think they broke off from, is it Raytheon Technologies? Anyway, so they are stock now, right? It looks pretty bullish. And so the New York governor told them, okay, they got well, that's last week. It's not here. Yeah. Okay. Carrier they offer healthy building solutions to improve air quality for mall reopenings in New York State. So the governor, I think it was the governor, required all malls to have this, to be able to remove COVID through the air or something. So this stock was up 5.48 today. I like the way the chart looks. I have a feeling that trend is going to continue, especially if it can continue worldwide. So worldwide, at least countrywide, where all those states are going, okay, you need to have this, your AC COVID proof or whatever. And then, you know, these guys are going to get some action for that. You know, this could be, gosh, what is that thing, the word I'm looking for? You know, like like the bubble. It could be the beginning of the bubble for the air conditioning stocks, you know. So anyway, I like this. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it can just start to grow just from that. I can't even think of the words. Trend or whatever. That's not the word, but if that can kind of go on, and everybody's requiring, these guys are gonna make it's gonna go up a lot higher. That's why it was up 5.48 today. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. It's almost like a pure play, right? So see the volume coming in. That's the hourly. That's the daily. I own this because, look at that weekly. Looks good, right? It comes up, consolidating, even though I don't like those tails, but today is a new game because they announced that mall thing. I owned this when it first came out, and I sold it right away. I think they took that and Otis Elevator, you know. Actually, it's the same chart. And I think it came from Raytheon. Yeah, so I'm liking that Otis, man. I owned them both. I sold it. Yeah, I'm like, damn it. Why? Why? I forgot what I bought. All right, so thanks for watching. So that's what's up. Till tomorrow. I'm sorry I'm a little down today. Yeah, just a little bummed out. But lots of things on my mind. So we'll talk tomorrow. All right. Yeah, put in the comments what stock you're watching. We could talk about it. Whatever, in the video. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay straight. Yeah, I'm just loaded up on Facebook. You'll know exactly. Did it reach 221 in the after hours? Nice. All right, so I'm loaded up on this. If it's down, I'm down. If it's up, I'm up. And I don't really want to call it. It could just be a bounce. I want to see it break something. I want to see it break that trend line. And if it could break this resistance right there, that'll even be that much. Look how it lines up to possibly go right into that intersection. We talked about that just with a stock. I can't even remember the stock. So this will be tomorrow. That candle's going to be in this area, right? So hopefully, it does. It's going to be contending right with that cross, so big resistance right there. All right, so thanks for watching. This is Dre. Dre Trades on Instagram. Dre Trades on Twitter. This is Dre right here. Usually I'm a little bit more exciting, but today I'm not. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Thanks for watching. Yo, thanks for chopping it up, Mr. Cold Life 754. Appreciate you, man. All right, I'll see y'all. This is